Hey guys, welcome back into more Red Dead Redemption 2. As I said in the last recording, my last recording session ended up being a little too long, so we had to cut the episode into parts, and now we are going to be heading back to camp and dealing with the aftermath of what has happened in Valentine. Hope you guys enjoy. Because hopefully we will be making our way out of the horseshoe camp, because we need to go. I'm very happy that Cornwall showed up, though. I was wondering... Ooh.
Who goes there?
It's just me. Oh, let's not do that. Let's not shoot Uncle. I'm very happy that Cornwall showed up, because I was starting to wonder how many times can we rob this man before he actually starts to care.
Hey, Javier.
Hello, Arthur.
Oh, oddly calm.
You ever miss home?
Sure. All the time.
Keep heading east. Is that the plan?
For now.
And when do we stop? When we reach Paris?
Oh, that'd be nice. Join the commune. We stop when we find someplace sensible, shake them that's following us, and lie low.
This is lying low. We turned into a bunch of killers, I mean it. We ain't even got the delusion of being anything but a bunch of killers.
We are just trying to survive, Hosea. We don't have a choice. This'll end soon.
Damn right it will.
Constipated as usual.
Hosea. Oh, can I not talk to Hosea?
Hello, sirs.
Oh, hello.
Spy here for you if you want.
Having a rest there, are you?
And boy, have I earned it.
Hello.
Sure thing, Sean. It's not like you were just involved in another town-wide shootout.
Don't you ever get fed up with all this?
Sometimes, I suppose.
Hosea.
Hello.
Oh, I really can't talk to Hosea,
How
Strauss.
you feeling?
I'll be all right, I think. Still a little shaken.
I reckon we should move on soon.
Yeah.
Well, know you're appreciated around here.
Sure, well, as you were.
Kieran, I just want to check in with everyone and see everyone's reaction
Hello.
before we go. What? More floating stuff.
Not you again. You heard from any O'Driscolls?
No, of course not. I've been here with you lot.
Mr. Swanson.
Ah, Mr. Morgan.
Thanks again for coming fishing with me.
I wish those mean men hadn't ruined it.
Aw, don't worry about them, okay? Hey, Abigail.
What the hell happened in Valentine with you and John?
Another
We
shootout.
survived, but we can't stay here for long. Okay, I'll catch you later then.
Let me...
Okay.
Who else is hiding around here?
Well, that was a mess in Valentine. We didn't even get paid for them sheep. I'm gonna go back there for it.
Okay,
That ain't a good
I'll go with
idea.
you.
Okay, well, let's talk more later.
We're gonna get paid for those sheep at some point.
Ladies,
Yes, Arthur.
you got this place whipped into shape, all right.
I'm trying.
Okay, there's only been so much dialogue because, we are running from the law right now, and people are, then again, they probably are used to it.
So,
Dutch.
we moving?
Yeah. Micah told me of a place we can lie low. Look here. Dewberry Creek, he said.
Okay.
Maybe you and Charles can go take a look, clear off anyone you find before the whole lot of us move in looking so conspicuous.
And how we gonna do that?
I don't know. Start dancing?
Looks like I turned into the goddamn errand boy.
You have turned into my son. You worry because I worry. We are just the same.
Hey, Charles, come on. I need you for something.
Now, where have I heard that before?
I'm not saying Dutch is a bad person, but you can tell he's a very good manipulator.
Okay,
He
girl.
fits the con man archetype perfectly.
Whoa.
Riling people up, getting them to relate to him. Essentially seeing him as their savior.
So where
Lots
we
of
going?
ego.
Find a new spot to camp. We're packing up, moving on.
Again?
We have to. And fast. We'd already pushed our luck too far before that mess we just made in Valentine.
True.
That didn't sound good.
Killed.
Let me get it on the map, that way I can just follow wherever it wants to go while I talk to Charles.
A lot of law. Killed a lot of Cornwall's men. They must know where we are by now.
Charles, you good? Yeah, not saying Dutch is a bad person,
We're
but you can
heading
tell.
south?
Yeah. Area called Dewberry Creek. Dutch wants us to give it a look. Make sure it's clear and a good place to lie low for a while.
I've only known him a few months, but the way he talks, I never thought I'd see him wanting to head south.
Right. And I know by now, there ain't no lying low.
There's too many of us for that.
And there ain't no way Dutch is gonna just hide away in a cave somewhere. Goes against everything he stands for. That'd be admitting we're nothing more than low-down criminals.
Which we are.
You don't have to
True.
tell me.
It's
So
not
where
that
does
it's
it
a
end?
lie.
Where does what end?
Moving, the running.
Dutch
Never.
don't see it as running.
Call it what you want.
I don't know. Before, put enough time and distance between you and the problem, eventually it went away. And this is a big country. But now, with these Pinkertons and better paid bounty hunters, I ain't so sure. Maybe the price on our heads got too big.
Yeah, they've certainly got money behind them.
They've got Cornwall's money behind them for one, which guarantees even more trouble.
I love how he called us out of the saloon and then immediately ran off and just told his guards to deal with it. It's like, sir, you obviously did not want to see the conclusion of this. But bad guys in their plot armor. We'll see him at some point.
Slow it down.
Okay.
I think that must be it up ahead. The old dried up creek.
Come on then, let's take a look. Seems very open.
Yeah, it does. Ain't sure to be the best in the rain, neither.
Hey, I see something over there. You see it? Someone on the ground there.
I did not. Good eye. Ooh, vultures.
He's been shot. Looks like trouble got here before us. I think I saw a camp up ahead. Let's go take a look.
All right.
Oh, I guess I should not search with my horse. Okay. Let me get into the better hat. Oh, I need to do this to my pistol still. You know what? Afterwards.
Looks deserted.
Okay, well, let's have a look around and make sure.
Following you, Charles.
Maybe they heard us coming. Be careful.
You smell something? Ooh. Oh, dang it.
Someone's been here.
Sure.
Someone's still here.
There ain't no one here now.
I ain't so sure about that.
Oh, search. Oh, I see them behind there.
It's okay. It's okay. You can come out of there. You okay? You don't mean you no harm.
He said, are you okay?
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Oh,
It's German?
no.
No. Now go on, get out of here. Go, we need the land, go. Get the hell out of
They
here.
took our father.
Who did?
Men, last night.
Where? Where did they take him?
Ain't no business of ours. I don't even speak their language.
Arthur.
As tough and dense as all that. Come on, Arthur.
I mean, I don't know if the dad's alive, but we can at least try to
Girl was
help.
pointing this way. Let's see if we can pick up a trail.
I like Charles. Charles has the
Tracks. Come on.
the
I
most
don't see
morality so far.
Hoof marks. This way.
He's
What's
definitely got
going
a
on with
conscience,
you?
that's for sure.
What do you mean?
You were just going to send that woman and her children on their way?
We're wanted, man. We got Pinkertons breathing down our necks. We should be moving camp, not running off on some wild goose chase.
Come on, Arthur. That's not how you are.
Well, maybe you don't know me as well as you think you do.
I think you're a good person, Arthur.
Think this
Under
is
all the
right
dirt.
way. Give me a second.
What is up with the storms constantly rolling in? I like it though. Nice ambiance.
Okay. Looks like they go down this way.
I trust you. I will follow.
So, what happened with those Pinkertons anyway? When you were fishing with Jack?
Said they were on to us. Offered me freedom if I turned Dutch in.
They picked the wrong man there.
We should have moved right then, if you ask me.
I
Masters
agree.
told me they'd killed Mac. Said it right in front of Jack.
Wait, just let me make sure this is right. Continues along the shore here.
So, you were saying?
That kid, it's gonna be tough for him.
Yeah. But he has more folk looking out for him than most of the rest of us had growing up.
Yeah, that's at least a positive. And he's a good kid. Doesn't seem to be affected by all that goes on. Then again, he probably just doesn't understand it either.
John said he was going back to the auction yard to collect the money for those sheep.
He'd be a damn idiot going anywhere near that town right now.
He reckoned he'd be able to slip in and out.
Oh, well. If it's John's idea, it must be a good one.
What is it with you and him?
He disappeared on us for a while. When Jack was real young. A long while. A year or more.
Hold up. Let me check this.
So did he run off because of Jack, or were there other reasons? I'm sure Arthur will tell Charles at some point, because Charles also needs to know.
They carry on along this trail.
Like you were saying before,
He did?
and we was family, you know? Guess I still ain't fully forgiven him for that.
Reasonable enough. At least John's trying to make it right.
Be careful.
Whoa! Seems deserted. Let's take a look.
Whoa, whoa!
Alright, don't trust it.
Where is this guy?
I don't know. But you know something? This is a better camp spot than back there. Much easier to defend.
True.
Maybe.
Oh,
Quick, cut him free and let's get out of here.
I'm coming, sir. Just hold on.
Vorsicht, Vorsicht! Das ist eine Pfanne! Vorsicht!
Oh,
Three coming right at us!
What the hell do you think you're doing? What are we doing? This ain't even our gun. Is that all of them?
Doesn't look like it.
okay.
Look out! Riders coming in!
How do I always manage to get the hat?
You're a dead man. You're dead.
Last one's making a run for it. Take him.
Right in the knee. He ain't going nowhere.
That's them dealt with. You get him untied, I'll see what they left behind for us.
Schneiden Sie das Seil durch, bitte!
It's okay. Getting you out of here.
Vielen Dank für Ihre Hilfe.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, of course.
Here, you wait there a second. Charles, go find Dutch. Get the caravan to divert here. This spot should work for us.
I agree.
Okay, sir, are you gonna just come with me? Alright, I believe we have an understanding.
So you were saying?
All right, come on. I'll take you back to your family.
Was machen wir jetzt? Also soll ich mitkommen?
I guess so. You got on the horse, sir. Let me make sure I know where I'm going. Let's let the map track this. Okay, still in the same place anyway. Why is this not the closer route? We just avoid roads and we go straight towards the target, so I don't really need the map anyway.
Wo bringen Sie mich hin?
What the hell did you do to those fellers?
Wie bitte?
Those men back there, why did they take you?
Geld. Money.
Ah.
Meiner Familie gehört eine Goldmine. Sie wollen Lösegeld
Oh.
erpressen.
How did someone even come up with them words?
Sie bringen mich zu meiner Familie? Vielen Dank.
It's
Wir
a
haben sie
good thing
gefunden.
Arthur doesn't understand you, my friend.
I'm sorry, friend, I can barely speak English.
Because if Arthur could understand you, he probably would have held you hostage too, so. Things work out in strange ways. But since we are none the wiser, we will help this kind man and be a good person. Move, wild piggies.
Good girl. Yeah.
It sounded like Charles was trying to talk to us when he ran
Dem
off too.
Herrgott sei Dank. Schatz!
Andreas, ich hab gedacht, du seist tot.
Beinahe wärst du gewesen. Meine Lieblinge. Meine Herz allerliebsten. Oh, wie wunderbar. Oh,
Sie sind ein großer Mann.
ja.
Ein großer Mann.
Ja, wirklich.
Es ist ein Segen, dass wir
Thanks.
Sie getroffen haben.
Come on, now get out of here. This place ain't safe. Get out of here!
Ja, ja, alles
Vamos!
klar.
Vamos!
Ich hab was für Sie.
Einen Moment. Dankeschön.
Oh.
Thank you. Vielen Dank, herzlichen Dank.
Guess it was a pleasure.
Yeah. Solid gold bar. Okay. You have a good life, sir. It's a good thing Arthur didn't understand he could have held you for ransom. Well, I believe we have achieved a new camp location then. Probably have to move the camp, though. Oh, no, that's what Charles went back to do.
Oh, this place. Oh, it'll be perfect for us. Hello, Arthur.
Dutch?
Miss Grimshaw, Mr. Pearson, put everyone to work. Make this place a home. Well, I don't know where the hell we are, but we are going to make the best of it.
It's really pretty. Horseshoe Overlook had a nice view too, but this is less chance of someone getting drunk and falling over the side of that cliff. And I noticed there's a dock, so we can go fishing if we'd like to. Wash up in the river. Oh, I need to go take care of my bounty situation. Let's check out the new camp. Wait. Why is Jack...
Good morning, Arthur.
Oh, hi, Mary Beth.
So, what do you think of the place?
Seems fine. For now.
Yep.
I like it.
Should buy us a bit of time, I hope.
Oh, is it because we have his storybook?
Don't go too close to the water here, Jack.
I won't, Uncle Arthur.
Good boy.
Oh.
All right, well,
I picked up a couple of things. I didn't know if any of them
Bye-bye.
had been a storybook, but apparently not. Wait, Karen. Dutch, we can talk later. I guess you're talking to me now.
My daddy died in the field in Pennsylvania, fighting this lot. I ever tell you that?
No.
Many times.
I see I'm boring you, Arthur.
Worrying me. We lost men back there.
We have lofty goals, Arthur. We're trying to reform society to a kinder, truer, better way. Now, of course, there's gonna be casualties.
We're thieves. In a world that don't want us no more.
We are dreamers in an ever duller world of facts. Now, I'll give you that, but come on. We got the day. It's nice out.
I know it's nice out. I was gonna talk to
Creek
Cam.
around here. I reckon it's full of fish.
Oh, are we going fishing? Father-son bonding.
Hey, old girl, come on down here. Why don't you show us this creek you've been pissing in? Hey, you don't look too rosy, old friend. I thought this warmer weather would...
My days are looking good along over Dutch.
Oh,
Always dream crushing and bubble bursting. Come on,
we got some drama
Let's
between
go.
Dad and Dad here.
All right, gentlemen, let me show you how it's done.
How are you, girl?
Are you gonna serve that pig's will, Pearson?
I wanted to stay in camp, okay. But fishing's also... It'll be fun with these two.
Why don't we just fish here? There's a whole lake of them.
Because I need to get out for a bit. Me and the old guard. Before any of them back there, oh, there was us.
The curious couple and their unruly son.
It feels good here. You did well finding that spot, Arthur.
More Charles than me.
It's like I can breathe again, thick and soupy as this air is. Might even do your whistling pipes some good, Hosea.
I was once in this country with Bessie. Ah, feels like a lifetime ago.
It was a lifetime ago. But what a life we have lived, how well we have fought, especially both of you.
I hope so.
But now, when things are desperate, we have to stick with the plan. Make enough money, then find somewhere where nobody will find us. Where we don't have to hide.
Like where?
I got some ideas hatching, but I need you with me, not against me. Both of you.
Of course.
Still, we do need money. So keep a low profile, especially in the local town. After Valentine, I want everyone on best behavior here. No trouble.
I will not
But
shoot
start
up this
turning
town.
over the soil and the rocks. See what turns up.
Dutch, we've got to be discreet.
Imagine what a slew of rich simpletons there must be down here. Oh, this is perfect for you, Hosea. You'll be able to play them like a fiddle.
Nothing would give me greater pleasure, but
No buts. Not today. We fish and we enjoy the day.
Alright, so we're closer to Rhodes now. Can't use
Looks
any
like
guns in
law up
Rhodes.
ahead. Playing cool.
Ooh, right at the train stop.
Easy.
Don't look them in the eye.
Hello, gentlemen. Well, look what the cat drug in.
I seem to have gotten myself in a spot of bother.
Quiet back there.
Let's see if we can't sort this out.
Oh, I was gonna say, should I shoot them?
How are you, boys?
Fine.
This is quite some country you have here.
We like it well enough.
Hoagie McIntosh, at your service.
Lee Gray. This is my deputy Archibald McGregor.
It's good to meet you.
You a Scot?
Partly. The best part.
Of course.
Now, tell me, sir, what did the silly, fancy fop back there do? Nothing too terrible, I trust.
He was accused of running a gold mining investment scam.
Oh, no. I'm sure he wasn't. He is a magician. I know him. He's a fool, but he is not a bad fellow. Now, can we just...
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Shit! The Anderson boys! I can't have more scandal!
More scandal.
Allow us to help, my friend. Arthur.
Chase wanted man.
And take Archibald with you.
Just what I signed up for. Come on,
Okay.
big guy.
Perhaps we can discuss the foolish magician.
Stay with that train.
Working
Don't let
with the
them get away.
cops.
And do not shoot them, you hear me? Come on, hurry.
All right.
Come on, we're losing them.
Will you relax? We're not losing them.
Faster, come on. What's your name, sir?
Arthur Callahan.
Faster, Mr. Callahan, please. My neck is on the line here.
I get it. I'm doing my best.
We'll save you from more scandal.
Looks like a son of a bitch is gonna make it. You sure I can't just shoot him?
No, did I not say that?
You
Ooh.
said plenty.
Can't get so close.
You bastard cop!
Look at...
Oh!
Ooh, that must have hurt. Leave him stay with that train. The train is slowing down to go through the station. Now's our chance. Get to the side of the train.
Alright, working on it.
Get alongside that flat carriage. Watch out, he's throwing bottles at us. You think you can jump on there?
Me? Why me?
Because you ride like my grandmother.
Oh! That was not what was supposed to happen.
Don't shoot! Jump on that train!
There we go. Bit of mistake.
I didn't do nothing. Damn you!
Get off of me.
That's enough. Damn it!
In the name of the law.
Stay on them!
You're only making it worse.
Who would have thought this would be how we'd spend our day? chasing down criminals with the officers.
Come on, shitbag.
Go on, don't lose them.
There's only so much train, man.
Damn bastard. Get the hell away from me. How did that feel?
Oh.
Like a child.
Just the exchange. Push him off.
Go, get after them.
Running ain't gonna help.
Come on,
I'm
it's
coming
right
for
there.
you next.
I'm gonna ride ahead and stop the train.
Guess it's just us then, lawman. Come here. Do we need to bother? Let me go. I can't do that.
Oh,
Need some gin? Come on.
Just don't. Are you sure?
Try at least.
kick him.
Do it.
Yes. There we go. Don't know why I just couldn't shoot them, but okay.
Is everything all right in there?
Well, I don't think he's dead. I think I won the fight. Just about.
Oh, pick him up? Okay.
Bring him out here.
Deputy,
Sounded like quite a commotion. Is that him?
I sincerely hope so.
Old Anders Anderson.
So what now?
Take him in, come on.
Okay.
A fine job, well done. And a pat on the back for me for stopping the train. Load Anders onto the back of your horse there, and we'll take him to Sheriff Gray.
Hey!
There you go. You are a natural. All right, let's take him in. Follow
Don't tell me we're gonna get
What about the
deputized or
others?
something.
Oh, we'll round him up. Anders back there is the brains of the operation, and that's really saying something.
You're the boss.
That was mighty impressive, sir. I have to admit. I'd hazard a guess you've served the law yourself at some point.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't exactly say that.
We have real
familiar with
intimate
the area
relations with
here?
the law.
No, not really.
On your right here, these tobacco fields? This is part of Caliga Hall, big estate belonging to the Gray family.
Looks bone dry.
Yes, we are in dire need of some rain round here, let me tell you. The Grays have lived in Caliga Hall for generations. Fine people. My family's been working for them for years. Sheriff Gray's the one I know best, of course, but they own half the businesses in town.
Which town?
Rhodes, sir. You don't know it? Where we're headed right now. Ain't what it was before the war, but it has its charms. I'm sure you already know of the Braithwaites.
Nope.
Like I said, just got down here.
Another big family in these parts. They have an estate west of here. Awful people, truly awful. They've been fighting with the Grays for as long as I can remember.
Sounds like quite the place you got here.
Okay. Making buddy-buddy with the lawman, learning a little bit about the
We're gonna
town.
bear left here.
Got some issues with the Grays and the Braithwaites. Also, if we make nice with the sheriff, can I go back to Caliga Hall? Dutch has asked us not to use weapons. Oh. Oh, I thought my gun was out from the way Arthur was holding his hand. If this continues, this is going to be an interesting change of pace, but I'm kind of here for it.
Here we are. Welcome to Rhodes. Up there on your left is the Rhodes Parlor House. Very reputable saloon owned by the Gray family.
Very nice.
We also have a general store, gunsmith, post office, train station, of course.
What more do you need?
Oh, good, they're back. And that's your friend, right?
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna stop just ahead on the right, outside the sheriff's office. Can you
Where
grab
else would we
Anders
go?
off your horse and carry him in for me?
You would think after shooting up 2 neighboring
Just bring him
towns,
here.
Hey,
there would
fellas.
be more identifiers for Arthur,
Mr.
but
Gray.
apparently.
We got him. Very good.
I told you Arthur would deliver. Man has a passion for justice.
That's wonderful.
So, about my friend here,
Your idiot friend is free to go. But no more trouble from you, partner.
I promise you, this was all just a big misunderstanding.
My favorite
However,
magician.
I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
I'll pretend to appreciate that. Mr. McIntosh, it has been a real pleasure. The mostly good citizens of Rhodes, we welcome you.
well, we're just honored to be here.
And make your friend behave. We got enough trouble from some of the residents, old-timers who've gone, sadly, to seed and lost their dignity.
How terrible. Come along now. I will keep this fellow on the straight and narrow.
Come back and see us sometime soon. Excuse me, gentlemen. Bo, these better be ugly rumors. Is it true you were seen talking to that wretched Penelope Braithwaite?
I can't thank you enough.
Where have you been?
Around,
And where you staying?
I'm renting a caravan on the edge of town behind the church. It's horrible, but no one comes looking. The whole town is trapped in this interminable feud between the 2 families. His lot, Gray's, and Braithwaite's.
Interesting.
2 old plantation houses, and falling out of rebel gold, and marrying cousins or not marrying.
Arthur, Jose, you start poking around. See what you can find out about that.
I have missed you, boys. I've heard about bounty.
There's been a price on my head for 13 years. It'll take 'em months to find us down here, and it seems like we can have a little sport.
Well, they're good bounties.
Where you hear this?
Some fellas I met at a camp near the state line said there was talk of it in bars in the north and west for 500 miles. There was talk of super agents of some sort.
Super agents. I'd love to meet one. It's just talk.
I'm sure it is, but I couldn't not tell you.
Stay out of trouble.
Thank you, gentlemen.
I like Trelawney. Very different from the rest of the gang.
Okay, so these 2 plantation families. Arthur, you start sniffing around the Gray's place, see what the story is there.
Awesome.
Yeah, I passed by it earlier with our friend, Archibald.
Good. Hosea, you see what you can find out about these Braithwaites.
All right. Thank you, Arthur.
Quite a fishing trip.
I know.
There's still time. I'm up for it.
How about you, Arthur? Or have you had enough of the chase for one day?
Let's go fishing.
Sure, why not?
Great.
Let's spend some time with our
Hosea,
dads.
why don't you lead us to that spot you were talking about? Kinda like this place.
Okay. Let's see if we can avoid any more excitement.
This is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Way ahead of you on the getting to know the Greys a little bit better. I don't even know if I'm allowed at Caliga Hall.
All right, gentlemen. Follow me.
Who would have thought us working with the law? But yeah, you would think after murdering 2 neighboring towns,
It's a bit
people
of a
would be
ride
more aware
still.
of us.
And it's not a creek. It's the same lake we camped on, just a different pipe. It'll be worth it. I saw some big drum and sturgeon there. Should be rock bass, bluegills, perch, pickerel too. It's a good spot.
We'll see if you're as good at catching fish as you are at catching criminals, Arthur.
Trelawney owes me for that.
Trelawney owes everyone for something, but his information is good.
Plus, we are now ingratiated with the local law.
Yeah?
I'd say it was a worthwhile diversion all around.
Best place to hide is up under someone's nose. Ooh, where's the spot Trelawney?
Trelawney's like a bad penny.
I'm not sure how good a magician he is, but he's certainly good at disappearing when he feels like it.
Where does he go?
Everywhere and nowhere, it seems. We wouldn't have got Sean back if he hadn't been weaseling around down that way, though.
Hey, Dutch, remember that time you found him in the outhouse?
Oh, yeah. We hadn't seen him in weeks. We stopped in some dead-end town in the middle of nowhere. Don't even remember the name.
You and Bill were off doing something, Arthur.
So, we pick up some supplies. I go to relieve myself. Open the door, and there's Trelawney, sitting there, newspaper in hand. Mr. Vanderlyn. I say, what the hell are you doing here? And he said, I could ask you the same thing. Now, if you wouldn't mind giving me a little privacy, I ate a rotten oyster.
Trelawney.
Hey, maybe there are actually 100 Trelawneys.
Ooh.
What a terrible thought.
What if Trelawney is like Nurse Ginny from Pokemon? What if there's just hundreds of them? What was the policewoman's name? There was Nurse Ginny. Oh my god, it's been so long. Because the policewomen were the same as well. They all had the same name, but they were like different people. Oh, I'm gonna have to look that up after this. I can't believe I forgot that.
This is the spot. Down to the left there.
I like him though. I like them. I like all of the gang in their own way. I even think Micah is like a good antagonizing agent. I don't want to call him an antagonist. He's like a frenemy. Like you don't like him, but you would go rob a train with him. I'm interested to know what he found of value.
Last time. Be good to get to deeper water.
That he wants to bring back to Dutch. It's a peace offering.
Yes, over there on the shore.
Is that a boat? Oh, it's a couple of boats.
I'm sure nobody would mind if we borrowed one of these. Come on.
Sounds good to me. That was not my fault. You got down on the wrong side of your horse. Okay.
All right. This looks like a fine vessel.
Okay. Come on, Arthur. Let's get her in the water.
Oh. I got a good feeling about fishing here. It's supposed to be some incredible sturgeon.
Oh. Okay, here we go.
Don't you get caviar with the sturgeon?
Let me row. You boys are too old for real labor no more.
You're too dumb for anything else.
You're still too quick for me, old man.
I enjoy picking on children. Now take us to the deeper water and pray for good luck and stupid fish.
I like Dutch, but I love Hosea.
Good fish.
That'll do too. Keep going.
Row, row, row your boat. Gotta get in the right position for rowing. Get them strokes in, Arthur.
I think here's good.
All right. Good luck, gentlemen.
Are we still moving? A little bit. Okay.
Where's your rod, Arthur?
I'm
trying to press the button.
Or dusk. That's when you catch the best fish. We should use a lake lure. That'll give us a much better chance of hooking something big.
Oh.
Like a sturgeon.
What's wrong with a good old worm?
Oh, worms are good for tiddlers like bluegill and rock bass, but you'd have to be real lucky to catch a sturgeon with one.
I wanted to be different and go in the other direction, but okay.
Arthur. Let's bait up.
Keep the lure moving slowly on the water so it looks like a little fish just asking to be eaten.
You got a bite there, Arthur.
You hooked him.
Pull him in.
Okay, that was a bite. Got him?
Oh, come on. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, stop fighting me.
That feels like a bite. Got one. Damn it, I lost him.
Hey, look at this beauty.
There you go.
Why is fishing so much work?
They can grow a lot bigger than that. Fella told me he once saw a monster lake sturgeon near the mouth of the river, just southwest of Saint Denis. 50-pounder, he reckoned.
Legendary
I would
fishing?
like to see that.
Good job, Arthur.
Hey, Hosea, you remember that time we sent Arthur out fishing? He came back with 3 beautiful bass.
Not this again.
I don't think I do.
Oh, yeah, you do. He was maybe 20, 21, walked in all full of himself. We had a big feast, toasted him all night.
This was 15 years ago.
Oh, I remember now.
It did attach.
The next week, Arthur and I are at the market, and Fishmonger calls out, "So how did you enjoy those bass?"
Oh, Arthur.
You can fish, or you can go drinking all day, rob someone, and buy some fish.
Ha! Got ya!
There he
You know what? Valid.
I used to go fishing with this feller back in the day. Wesley, his name was. Real miserable bastard, but he loved to fish. We'd go out all the time. But one day, we were river fishing when we see a funeral procession going over the bridge, and out of the blue, Wesley stands up, takes off his hat, bows his head. Then he sits down, picks his rod back up, and carries on. Doesn't say a word. So I'm a little surprised and say, "Wesley, that was nice of you." And he replies, "Well, felt I had to. After all, I was married to her for 30 years.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, dear God. I might swim to shore.
I thought this was going to be one of those I killed him type of things.
Remember those big salmon I caught in Montana last year? We had a banquet planned that night until Copper went and scoffed the lot.
You never had control of that dog.
He had some spirit, though. Never lost the puppy in him, right to the end.
You know, I remember us saying how Blackwater was the furthest east we'd ever been. As a group, I mean.
Feels like the more we try to head west, the further east we end up.
We had all those safe spots picked out to lie low in New Austin after the ferry job.
I liked it there. Still open and wild, the way it should be. Somehow the desert makes you feel closer to the sky.
No point us trying to get back that way anytime soon. Pinkertons have patrols out all over tall trees and Great Plains. We saw when we went back for Sean.
Well, look at us now, huh? It could be worse. Plans change. That's just how life goes.
I love this. I love the story
Did I ever
times.
tell you my mother's buried in Blackwater?
Really? She is?
Apparently so. I only found out from an uncle of mine years later. Last I knew, she was still outside Philadelphia. I left home at 15 and didn't see her again. She and I didn't always see eye to eye. I wasn't always a very obedient child.
I can only imagine.
Still, I loved her in my own way, and she me in hers. Somehow, even from the grave, she managed to have the last laugh.
Oh. I want to see. Can I not?
Hey, I reckon
Oh, no,
we
no.
call it a day.
No.
All right.
You ain't been chasing down outlaws.
All right, think we got a decent haul here. Pearson will be happy. Should we head back?
We could keep the boat not too far back to camp from here.
Good idea. Could be useful.
What about the horses?
Well, they'll find their way back. Let's keep going, Arthur.
Oh, maybe I wanted to go for a swim,
That was
Dutch.
fun. Thank you, boys. Now, Hosea,
Yes.
how about a song?
Okay. All right, I got one for you.
I was trying to change my bait, not stop the mission, but...
Gal to give me some.
I asked that gal to give me some. She says wait till the taters is done. I couldn't wait till the taters was done.
I love these guys.
I couldn't wait till the taters was done. Threw her on the floor and I knocked off some. I wish to God I'd have passed her by. I wish to God I'd have passed her by. Taters got burned and so did I.
That was pretty good. But you know, what song we should be singing?
What?
Well, look at us. 3 mariners.
Ah, of course.
Well, we be 3 poor mariners till we come from the seas. We spend our lives in jeopardy while others live at ease. Shall we go dance this round, around, around? Shall we go dance this round, around, around? And he that is a bully boy, come pledge me on this ground, round, round. We care not for the martial men that do our state's disdain, but we care for the merchant men that do our state's maintain. To them we dance this round, around, around. To them we dance this round, around, around. And he that is a
I just imagine camp members sitting on the beach as we're rowing up.
Oh, bravo! Bravo!
They're
But,
great.
you know, we should not let the folks back in thinking we've had too much fun.
Indeed not.
We're allowed to have fun without them. I'm gonna have to check on the camp stats when we get back. I will worry about that later, though. Right now, we're still spending time with Dad. Plural. Yeah, these two are great, I will admit. But now that we're back, I can actually talk to the people around camp. Hopefully, not get dragged into another mission. But that one was fun.
All right. I think we're gonna be okay. I know. I always know. Whenever I got you two by my side, things are gonna be just fine.
The old guard.
This place will be good for us. For now, anyway.
I hope so.
Alright, let's see what pops up on the map.
I am going to take in the view.
I'll give these fish to Pearson.
Gonna be fine, Dutch.
Oh, that was fun today.
It was.
You didn't have to chase that train. Well, I should get back to it.
Okay.
Okay, it seems like Pearson needs us.
You think you can make this place work?
Of course. Don't I always?
Sure.
You're not saying.
Arthur, how you been? I've been real worried.
What do you want?
Don't be like that. All right, just a few bucks, and I'm short.
Get lost.
Well, I'll go try someone with a heart.
You do that.
Okay, and Strauss needs us as well. Oh, and Sadie and Pearson are arguing. That's what that's about. Couldn't tell who Sadie was arguing with. Strauss. Okay, why is the boy still an exclamation mark? Do I have... Oh!
Hey,
Here.
Yay!
I hadn't forgotten about that storybook you lost.
thanks so much, Uncle Arthur. Do you want to have this? I found it near camp.
Sure. Thanks, Jack.
Thank you, Jack. Karen, how you doing?
You all right?
Yeah, I like this spot.
It's a shame we never robbed that bank in Valentine, though.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it is.
Could go back for the bank in Valentine, though. We might as well. I was thinking sunken cost fallacy. We're already wanted.
Hi, Mary Beth.
Arthur?
So why don't we just save some money and rob the place while we're still wanted, and then we'll pay off the bounty afterwards.
Like your new home?
I won't miss that other place, that's for sure.
Keep your nose clean.
Alright, I'm avoiding the mission givers right now. I still gotta make my way out there to go see Micah.
You okay?
Yeah. So tell me, was that bad in Valentine?
Bad enough to need to move, that's for sure. You like the new camp, Reverend?
Oh, yes. We moved, didn't we?
God help us. You okay with this spot for now, Mr. McGuire?
Ah, sure. I like to keep moving, I do. It's in me blood.
Along with a lot of whiskey. There you are.
Hello. How do you?
Hey. Is the boy behaving himself?
For the most part.
Where is our boy John?
Not the best, I'll be honest.
I know the feeling. You must be nervous, being this close to the water.
Oh, don't you start.
Okay, we've heard that before.
Just looking out for you.
So he probably couldn't swim as a kid. Can he still not swim? John, that seems like a necessary skill.
Well, here we are, Tilly.
Moved again.
That's the way it goes.
It do be like that. We'll get Arthur some dinner, and then we will most likely be ending the episode just because we have done so much. Robbed a train, stole some sheep, helped the cops.
Say whatever you're doing, well, please, but I tell you, if I don't get out of here soon, I'm gonna kill somebody.
And if you don't stop hissing at me, I'm gonna kill you.
Come near me, sailor, and I'll slice you up.
What is wrong with you two?
I ain't chopping vegetables for a living.
Oh, I'm sorry, madam. Was there insufficient feathers in your pillow?
I ain't lazy, Mr. Morgan. I'll work, but not this.
Well, ain't cooking work?
My husband and I, we shared the work. All of it. I was out in the fields. I can hunt, carry a knife, or use a gun. But I tell you, you keep me here, I'll skin this fat old coot and serve him for dinner.
Watch your damn mouth, you crazy goddamn fishwife!
Enough, both of you! Well, come with me then. You want to head out there, run with the men? So be it. But we do more than just hunting. We're hunted. And them things hunting us, well, they got guns of their own.
I ain't afraid of dying.
Good.
I like
You need
Sadie.
anything, Mr. Pearson? Maybe me and Mrs. Adler are gonna take a little ride.
Yeah, sure. Here's my list, and can you post this letter for me?
Yeah.
While you're there?
Sure. Come on, princess. Are you coming with me then, woman?
I need to shave Arthur. He looking scraggly. I know I said I wasn't gonna
So
start
I
a mission.
graduated from chopping vegetables to shopping.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
But I couldn't ignore when Sadie and Pearson are both pointing knives at each other. It was a little bit concerning. I didn't know if I needed to intervene. I'm playing a lot of FromSoft games where my NPCs kill each other.
I ain't no scullion, and I sure as hell ain't taking orders from that sweating half-wit.
I guess we all gotta do our share, princess.
Where's that letter?
Are you reading his mail now?
Oh, robbing and killing's okay, but letter reading's where we draw the line.
Read his mail, I don't care. Read it out loud.
Here.
Dear Aunt Kathy,
You are something else.
I haven't heard from you in some time, so I pray to the Lord above that your health has not deteriorated further. Blah, blah, blah. It's boring. Ooh. Wait a sec. Listen to this.
Okay.
Since we last corresponded, I have traveled widely, making no small name for myself.
Oh.
Before you ask, I am still yet to take a wife, but I can assure you it's not for a lack of suitors. You ever actually even talk to a woman he ain't paid for?
Oh, look. We're all hiding behind something.
And what's this? Return to Tacitus Kilgore.
Oh, that's Dutch's idea. All mail to be sent to the same alias. Whenever we set up
Tacitus?
somewhere new, Strauss, he heads into town. Tells him to start expecting mail from a Tacitus Kilgore, whatever they changed it to.
Where'd you find
Here,
Tacitus?
Give me that back. We got work to do.
Is that I'm more shocked by the name, but okay. You would think if you were gonna go with an alias, you'd go with like John Smith, not Tacitus Kilgore. Who am I to judge? I'm not the outlaw here. Still. Seems like a very odd name to use when you want to keep a low cover. But there's someone running around named Leviticus, so I can't say anything. But at least, like, that's biblical. I don't know about the other one. Alright, Sadie. Let's do some shopping. Oh.
Okay.
Okay,
I was about to say.
So, what's the plan? I shoot the shopkeeper while you...
No! You insane?
I thought we was outlaws.
Outlaws, not idiots. We rob fools that rob other people. These people, they're just trying to get by. So you head on in there and you buy some food to eat. And no guns.
We're trying to be friendly with the law.
This time, there'll be time for killing soon enough.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna go check the mail. Nothing exciting.
We're trying to get in with the law here, Sadie. You can't be going and causing problems. Even though I really like her. I've liked her since she pulled a knife out on Micah.
Nothing. What do you mean, nothing? What's in the parcel? Look, it's some ointment, all right? For a private matter.
I want to follow.
Really must be going. Don't mention this to Vera.
Cool.
Hey, mister.
Hello there.
Hi there.
Hello there, mister.
Who's Vera?
Decent town you got here.
You don't say.
One of those days.
I'll be keeping an eye out for you, sir, in your cream suit. Something's going on there. Should I follow them? Nah. I'll leave you to your private business. I'm just here to check my mail.
You want dog pay? Get back to work.
Forgot I can't resort to violence
Yes,
in this
I
town.
would like to post a letter.
All right.
Also-
Okay. No trouble.
Thank you.
Bye
Let me
now.
take care of my bounty here in Lamone.
Well, there it is.
Yeah.
That's the word in town.
Howdy, fellers.
Hello.
Let's take care of our bounty, at least in this county. We'll worry about doing Valentine's County later, after I decide whether or not I really want to rob that bank.
My sister's newborn had more strength than you, and he came out bright blue.
I'm trying.
Try harder.
Sadie? Oh, get back on the wagon. Okay. I'm not helping then.
think this is everything.
Thanks. Here, take that for yourself, okay?
Thanks.
Well, give it back then. Jesus. I didn't ask for his goddamn help.
Why don't you drive?
Oh,
Okay.
and she got an outfit change
Come on,
too.
lady, get a move on.
I like Sadie, not lady.
I know. So, you get everything?
I think so.
And some new clothes, I see?
Don't start. I can wear what I damn well want. Like I told you, my husband and I shared all the work. I wasn't some little wife with a flower in her hair baking cherry pies all day.
Yeah, I don't doubt that. You sure look the part now. Won't be long before you're smoking cigars and playing the harmonica.
I'll have you know, I used to love playing the harmonica before. Well, my house and everything I own got burned to the ground.
Is that man in a
I
lab
know.
coat?
I'm real sorry about what you know. Maybe I'll keep my eye out for another one.
I don't want no pity. Just treat me equal and know nobody's taking nothing from me ever again.
Reasonable.
Just don't kill the camp cook.
Hey there!
Hey,
What you folks up to?
just heading home.
You're in Lemoyne Raider country.
Keep it cool.
You need to
Sadie.
pay a toll to pass through here.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think
Oh,
so?
Sadie.
How about you pull over right now?
I saw it.
That's what I said.
Hey, how's about this?
Go!
Shit! Let's get the hell out of here! What the hell was that?
They was gonna rob us.
Oh, Arthur, get this one.
Pair of pants? Think you're landing, Rick?
I'm gonna run this son of a bitch down.
Sadie!
Well, wanted to see some action, lady. Now,
Oh, she's crazy. I love it.
you okay there, Sadie?
Of course. You think I can't handle these fools? Told you I could shoot a gun, didn't I?
I believe you.
Remember asking you to prove it.
Come on, where's your head at?
There, see? Not many still standing now. Only one man goddamn fool is you.
Lady, you are enjoying this far too much.
I love her. She's
Yeah,
nuts.
you run, you goddamn coward! I think
Wait,
we're
who
good here,
ran?
Arthur. Nice shooting. All right, I'll drive us back.
No, pass those reins here.
Why?
Because you've caused enough trouble already.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
We showed those bastards, huh?
Yeah.
Remind me not to get on your beds.
And they was clearly planning to bushwhack us.
You did good. But that's a lot of mess to make near camp. Hope it don't bring anyone sniffing around.
Are you gonna tell Dutch?
Maybe, if he asks. But maybe not.
Careful! So who did they say they were? Lemoyne Raiders?
Yeah, something like that. Who knows? Anyway, don't you go ribbing Pearson about that letter.
How dare you? I wouldn't dream of it.
Right, you wouldn't.
I have traveled widely, making no small name for myself.
I won't be giving you no mail to post anytime soon, that's for sure.
I just want to peek in that journal of yours. The mind of bollocks.
Not a chance.
Very nice drawings in there. You'd probably be impressed. I think I have a new favorite character, though.
Yeah.
She's crazy, and it's great. As I was saying before, I liked her since she pulled out a knife on Micah, and then she went and pulled out a knife on Pearson. It's a good time. I appreciate it.
You didn't get yourself killed then, Miss Adler.
Not quite.
Well, I'd like to say I missed your refined conversations, but I'd be lying.
I enjoyed myself out there.
Yes, Mrs. Adler did okay.
At shopping?
Yes, that's shopping.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan.
Don't mention it. I would ride with you again, Mrs. Adler, if you will ride with me.
Maybe. If you prove you can handle yourself.
Well, they say I lack finesse, but I ain't afraid of gun smoke.
We got this, Arthur. You've already done me a big favor today. Okay, Miss High and Mighty. And nice pants, by the way.
Oh, shut up.
I wanted to see if she'd mentioned the letter. Okay, now we do have to end the episode here because a lot has gone on. I did not mean to start that mission, but also, like I said before, I've been playing too many FromSoft games lately where my NPCs kill each other, so I didn't want Sadie to just start skinning Pearson in the middle of camp. But I loved this past set of missions. Everything from the train robbery up until taking Sadie shopping was a lot of fun. Very interested to see how the storyline in Rhodes progresses, with us being friendly with the law and trying to get more information about the Greys and the Braithwaites. Also, I need to decide whether or not I want to go back and rob Valentine, but I'll get around to that at some point. I do hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and I hope you join me again, and I will be seeing you very soon. Bye.